Here's some really disturbing news. A mother named Jackie Sims from Knoxville, Tennessee, believes that the New York Times best-selling book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, is pornography, and that it has just too much graphic content for her 15-year-old son. It should not have been assigned a summer reading for the STEM course that her son is taking. Jackie Sims told WBIR Knoxville, quote, "I consider the book pornographic. There's so many ways to say things without being graphic in nature, and that's the problem I have with the book." What's so graphic about the book? Well, the book is by writer Rebecca Skloot. It tells the story of a poor black tobacco farmer whose cervical cancer cells were taken without her knowledge in 1951. The cells, which scientists refer to as HELA, went on to become a really vital tool in medicine. They helped develop the polio vaccine. They helped develop in vitro fertilization and other big scientific breakthroughs. The book was published in 2011. It has won a number of awards from medical organizations, from scientific organizations. So what does Ms. Sims have a problem with? Well, it explicitly, and explicit is the term she uses, it explicitly mentions genitalia. Genitalia. Sims's son was provided with another book to read. That wasn't enough for Ms. Sims. She wants the book banned in all Knox County schools. Knoxville school district officials say, "We really defer to teachers' judgment on what books are appropriate here, and as long as it fits in within the school's guidelines, it's okay." Quote from Millicent Smith, who's the district's executive director of curriculum, "We feel very strongly that teachers and administrators will make the best instructional decisions." Wow. You allow teachers rather than uptight parents to decide on what books will be read. When this woman said that talking about genitalia is like pornography, the question I had was, has this woman ever seen pornography? Now, whether the book is or isn't a good book for a STEM class, that's sort of another question. Some people have legitimately said this particular book is less about science and it's more about family drama. It's more about racial disparities in southern tobacco farms. That's a specific question that we can have, but saying that the book should be banned because it mentions genitalia and that is like pornography is absolutely ludicrous. And I think we just need some perspective here. In many other countries, including my home country of Argentina, for example, in a number of countries, nudity on television is really not a big deal. Swearing on television is really not a big deal. A mention of genitalia in a book is not a big deal. And there are right-wingers who are upset that President Obama has not been more aggressively going after swearing on TV and sex ed curriculums that talk about STDs and proper use of contraceptive methods, etc. We have many criticisms of President Obama. I applaud him for not falling into this right-wing trap of going after for people for indecency or for descriptions of genitalia. I mean, this just doesn't make any sense. And I think it actually has a very counterproductive effect. Students need to be able to have frank discussions and real understanding of how the world works. And if you shield and shelter children, and when I say children, I'm not talking about 5-year-olds, I'm talking about a 15-year-old here. When you shield and shelter them into college from just basic imperial realities of how the world works, do you think that they're well prepared for what they're going to be seeing in college courses? And if you think that they're not, maybe you're on the crazy side who thinks that they need to continue being shielded when they get to college. And if that's the case, I think we're operating in two different worlds altogether. Am I missing something here? Does it make sense to ban this book from 15-year-olds because it mentions genitalia? Let me know on Twitter. The show is on Twitter at David Pakman Show. I am on Twitter at dpakman. And of course, we are on Facebook at facebook.com/David Pakman Show.